All right, good morning, good morning. Let me go live here on. Oh, and actually, I need to enlarge this so then the chart's going to move a little bit. I remember this from yesterday. All right, it is Friday, July 22nd. We are. Oh, you know what? I need to download that pins thing that will help me so I can keep this marker up. Look at all the 3 likes so far. Thanks. I appreciate y'all. All right. It's Friday. It's 9:20. My voice is still halfway with me. We're going to go over this NASDAQ chart in a second. So we'll just give it a little bit of time. We'll break down what happened yesterday, and then we will move into today and what kind of I'm looking for and what I expect and all that. So, all right, let's just get into it because the market's going to open in 9 minutes. If you have any questions or if you're new to the stream, I go live every day, typically from 9:15 to 10:30, breaking down the futures market. My tea is super high today, it's overflowing. So I have some tea on my desk. Anyway, all right, so let's break down what happened yesterday and then what's going on today. So obviously this is earnings week. I'm not following all of the earnings that are happening. I know that Tesla happened the night before last. So yesterday's open looked something like this. Lots of indecision candles, lots of back and forth. You can see these huge wicks, and this is a 20-minute chart. So it's not like this is a 1-minute chart or something like that. This is a 20-minute chart where this is clearly showing lots of indecision. Like this candle and this candle, their bodies are essentially the same size. One was for the sellers, one was for the buyers, but then look at those wicks, and then this wick, and then this wick. It was wild. But then we found support here right around 12,412, and this regular intraday level I have at 12,425, and then we kind of took off from there. So this was the rest of yesterday. On the 15-minute, it was 7 consecutive green candles, which is really, really nice. Again, this is the 20-minute. Moved up here to the 620 area, then kind of consolidated in the afternoon, and then had an additional spike. I noted, if you guys have seen on either on my story here on TikTok or I posted on Twitter last night when I got home, that this move up I had noted to my members. So this yellow line I just moved there today, but so let's act like that's not even there. So this red level that means it's a really, really strong resistance or support. So I wanted to make sure my members knew about that, and I noted that yesterday. So this was going into the closing, right? Yeah, 4. I think I noted it at 3:30, maybe 3:40. So it gave them ample amount of time to see this. A lot of us don't trade past 4 o'clock, so this drop was at 4 p.m. Earnings for Snap came out, and they were really, really bad, I guess. So this essentially hit this resistance, and then it dropped 100 points. So 100 points in the NASDAQ, if you're not aware, is $2,000 per contract. That's a huge, huge move. And then yesterday I had a level here, kind of sat there throughout the night. So let me put this LIS back for today, and we can break down those levels. So overnight, not a lot happened, just consolidation, and that typically makes sense when you have a really big move on a day. But then since this morning, we've been kind of climbing back up, and right now we're at 12,614.15, that area, kind of like this. This could actually use a level. All right, so now let's talk about the levels for today. So the chop zone is this gray zone. If you're new to the stream, it's an area that I will not trade within. And I'm essentially looking for trades once it exits. Obviously, we've already exited at this point, but I will still watch to see at the open, maybe we pull back to one of these blue levels or the chop zone and then continue moving from there. Or maybe we break down, and then I would take the short underneath the chop zone and one of the levels. So the dotted levels are all levels that move each day. So this is my proprietary LIS. That is right around 12,642. I moved it, so it might be. Oh, it's actually perfect. 12,642. The chop zone is from 12,535 to 12,561. This is the central pivot for today, which is 12,533. And then this would be the pivot target. So if we dropped below the chop zone, I'm looking for 12,414 as my target. If we can move up, we have to get through the LIS, which is 12,643, and we have to get through this really strong resistance, which is 12,651. But after that, I would be targeting this pivot, which is 12,693. So essentially 12,700. All right, the market opens in 4 minutes. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. This platform is NinjaTrader. I also use Tradeovate for manual trades, but this is being used for all of my algorithmic trades. So if you're new to the stream, you'll see some trades that are taken on their own. They get in the trade, they put the stop loss, put the target, and then they get out of the trade all on their own. If you like the content, please, I have ES up on a separate chart on the right-hand side. What do you look like trading this morning? No crypto, Bill. Yeah. Fade the trend line. I don't use trend lines. If you appreciate the content, please tap the heart or put a thumbs up in YouTube. I really appreciate it. It really helps because, again, I'm doing these for free to help people kind of see the world of futures, because I know a lot of people don't even know that futures exist, and I love futures, so I'm trying to spread the word. In addition, I want people to just see how my algorithm works, and if you guys have more information or more questions about that, you can always email me. My email's in my bio. It's also right here at boldbotllc@gmail.com. Also, my Instagram is linked in my bio. You can go to Instagram and just send me a DM. All of my social media is the same that it is here on TikTok. So boldbot_. It's the same for Twitter. It's the same for Instagram. So it's not hard to remember. We have 2 minutes till the open. I still haven't taken a sip of my tea. Okay, Dre. Good for you. I'm not sure why people care about what I look like when I'm providing all this very helpful technical analysis, breakdown. Has nothing to do with what I look like. But thanks for being concerned. So I don't trade stocks. Like I have a long-term portfolio, but I don't trade stocks. Sometimes I talk about random ones here and there, but I do not pull up stocks to then break down the chart. Just as a heads up. You know what I should have done, Bill? I don't even have a limit order in to exit if I wanted to, if we get a nice pullback. Whatever, I can wait until next week. Or I can wait until later today, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be like that strong today. I could wait for like a Monday. My hair is super soft today. There was this guy yesterday. So I went and saw that movie, Nope. Yeah, it was horrible. Don't see it. It was so stupid. And I'm so disappointed because I get so excited for a good like thriller or like sci-fi, and it was not worth my time. And it was really slow at first. Like the ending is okay. It was really slow at first. Overall, not worth your time. How do you make money on futures? I scalp. I also intraday swing trade with my algorithm, if that's kind of what you're asking. But I make money by buying and selling and getting out when I'm in profit. So it's 9:29, 9:30, market's open. Let's see what happens. I like this 16 level. This tea is so good. So good. I have such a busy weekend. After the stream, I'll be like all over the place. This is a 20-minute chart. This is a 20-minute on the NASDAQ. ES is spiking up. ES got to 4,005. What kind of money do you make from this? It depends. Make a few thousand a day. Can make just like 300 a day. Kind of varies each day. And it all depends on how many contracts you're taking, if you're trading minis or micros, so. Oh, ES is beasting now. It's at 4008. 9. No, I have no idea what that is. I am not. Broom. Yeah, last year it was like 250 for the year. So yeah, around there. So if you have, and I feel like I say this a lot, but if you've joined the stream before, I don't rush a trade. I don't force a trade. That's like probably something I've learned, like the best thing I've learned over time is to just be more patient and just wait. There's nothing for me to do here. Obviously, if you want to be scalping the short against this level, could have done that, but I'm not, there's nothing really for me here. No, I don't trade crypto. This is the NASDAQ. I guess I could put that as a text on here too. Where's the text? I could make another one. NQ 20 minute. And then make it like real big. I guess I don't need it on all charts because this is a 20-minute chart. Font, like bold, 25, 30. There we go. That helps, right? Because I answer that question a lot. So I could actually put that on all chart. Like on the 3-minute, I could put it on the 3-minute. All right, so this is one of my levels, 79. I have another one at 68, and then the chop zone. So we'll see what happens. This is NinjaTrader. I guess I should put that on the chart too. This is NinjaTrader. I also use Trade of 8 to manually trade. But yeah, this is NinjaTrader. ES ran up to almost 4,010. I guess just 9. I looked more like 10 from out there. In one day, I think it was like $12,000. But that's just with day trading. Like, I posted on my story, but yesterday with Tesla, I made like 40,000. I think one day, back on January, it was the first day of this year, January 3rd, I made $100,000 in one day with just my Tesla shares. It was amazing. I remember I took so many pictures that day. I was like, oh, this is great. It was like 90,000 or something. I was like, this is great. But yeah, Tesla hasn't had an easy day since then. Yes, I have red days a lot. I just use typically one lot. Some setups have 2. Like my swing setup has 2 because it has one target and then it has a second target. But yes, I definitely have red days for sure. And if you watch my YouTube, like all these live streams are recorded on YouTube. You can always go and play them back because I definitely have red days. Hey, speaking of people on YouTube, please give a thumbs up. There's 17 of you. So again, nothing really happening that I need to do here. You can see it's kind of stuck between these two levels. The 67 will probably give support, and then we'll probably get support from the zone as well. No, NinjaTrader. Ninja, like a ninja. NinjaTrader. It's a very popular futures platform, forex platform. Yep. If you want more information about using the algorithm, you can email me. Again, my email's right here. It's also in my bio.
Order submitted. Target filled.
The 1 minute just took a trade and it hit target. Where are we at? Oh, here it is. So just made $200 on that trade. It's obnoxiously loud, so I'm going to turn that down. It got short. Look at that perfect short that we got, like, according to my levels. It got short right here under this level at 80, and then it hit profit right here at 69. So, $200 there. You can see it here. $200. 1 for 1 on the 1 minute. So I have a lot of different setups. People will ask, like, well, you know, what's the win rate, or what's the, you know, percentage, like the profit loss percentage based on how much you're inputting, whatever. So a contract, if you're new to futures, costs the same no matter what type of trade you're taking. So if I'm taking a swing trade, one contract costs me $1,000. If I'm scalping, it costs me $1,000. So clearly, if I'm scalping and I make $100 or $200 like I just did, then no, I'm not a ninja. I wish. Then obviously the percentage of my account being used is the same, but the percentage of profit or loss per how much it costs me is different, if that makes sense. Did I say we'd get a bounce here, or did I say we'd get a bounce here or support? I want to learn how to trade successfully in my IRA self-directed. Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. You can open an IRA account within NinjaTrader, or you could just have an IRA account with, like, say, TD Ameritrade, but you can't use the and some of them don't allow futures trading, or you have to have a whole bunch of money. So now the 1 minute's in a long. We'll see what happens here. I can show you guys. So it got long at whatever this is, at 12.2622. So yeah, so the amount that's made, like, per trade is different per strategy. So I've like 15 different strategies that you can choose from. And then I have like 4 to 6 different algorithms that you can choose from. So each algorithm does something different. They use different parameters on how they get in and out of trades. So Gourmet, 2K for minis is min, 10K for, for micros. Oops. I meant micros there. Not minis. I guess I meant min, like minimum, and the 3 minutes also in a long.
Target filled.
All right, so target hit on the 1 minute. So now we are 2 for 2 for $400. It's what? 9:39. This has been active for like 4 minutes. Strategy performance, bold break, real time. $400. 2 trades, 100%. Target was just hit on the 3 minute. That is a $400 win. Let me show you that one. That was right here. Look at that. Oh, look at that LIS touch, though. So this is a $400 win. So the 1 minute is green, 300. I'm sorry, that was a $300 win. The 3 minutes green, 300. The 1 minute is green, 400. So $700 in 10 minutes on 3 trades total. So starting, I usually start with 10K, but the minimum to use micros, which are 1/10 of the size, 1/10 of the loss, 1/10 of the gain. No, see, so Gourmet, that's kind of the confusing part that I was kind of going over, that, and I'll post a video here, that futures, the cost of the future never changes, honest, like typically, it never changes. 1 micro costs you $100. 1 mini costs you $1,000. So the cost of the contract never really changes. the question is, how much is in your account, because you just have to have that amount to cover the trade. Oh, Money Hungry made money on the swing overnight, $110. Very good job. Where is my thread for today? So every time I take a trade with one contract, which is what I did here and what I did here, it cost me $1,000. Like, I have to have $1,000 in my account to take this trade. I have to have $1,000 in my account to take this trade. But as soon as the trade is over, my $1,000 is back in my account, and so is the money that I made on the trade or lost on the trade. So now my account has an extra $700 in it that I could take out right now if I wanted to. That makes sense. All right. 1 minute is 254. There's no waiting in futures. Your cash is cash right away. There's no maximum amounts you can withdraw. Like, you can withdraw every day if you wanted to. This is NinjaTrader. It's not a site. It's a platform, like a desktop platform. So yes, my algorithm only works on NinjaTrader. The 1 minute is now in a short. We'll see if this works out or not. We have the LIS to keep us down. We may just bounce in between here until... We haven't seen any really smooth moves this week until after, like, 10:30, honestly. So we'll see what happens. Do you have to adjust the algo daily or weekly? No. All you do every night is turn it on. You just click this enabled box, and then it's turned on and ready to go. And then it uses the settings you have within the strategy. You open the trade with 1K. No, you don't open the... I don't know if that's how I would explain it. The trade costs the same amount every time. So I'm not opening a trade like that's the trade. I'm not adding to it, nothing. All right, so we're green 115 on this short. Green 135, 140, 185. Oh, we were just $15 away from the target. See if we can hit it. 85. Oh, come on. 95. Guys, we were one tick away. One tick away from target. So, I kind of mentioned this yesterday. Like, if you're actively using the algorithm, you're actively sitting here kind of like I am, you can take profit whenever you want. So if I buy an ES future, how much money am I putting in? So ES is different than NQ. So all of this is covered on the NinjaTrader website. ES is $500. Nice, Jax. So you can see my members are posting here. This was yesterday. This is today. Money Hungry made $110 overnight. Jax made $675, and he's done at 9:43 a.m. Good job. Nice job, guys. This 1 minute's still bouncing around. So let me show you, because I have it in my helpful info channel. This is on the NinjaTrader website. It tells you how much a contract costs and what you're going to pay in fees and commissions. I'm going to pull this up every day. ES is not as volatile as NQ, so ES only costs you $500. NQ costs you $1,000. Again, if you're doing the micro version, which is the smaller version, it's 1/10 of the cost, and then you make 1/10 of the profit and 1/10 of the loss. So if I just made $200 on a trade, one micro would then only had made $20. But if I lose $200, a micro only loses $200, if that makes sense, in that strategy. So if you go to NinjaTrader, if you go under NinjaTrader and you click on like cheap margins, whatever. So that 1 minute had a small loss of $60, which sucks because it was one tick away from target. One tick. So one more tick and I would have been at 600, and I would have been at 900 for the day, but it's all good. So if you go to the NinjaTrader website and you click on like low $50 margins, then they'll take you to this document, and it shows you all of the products you can trade. Silver, cattle, water, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Canadian dollar, the British pound future, copper, soybean, oats, corn, bonds, but yeah. And then it also shows you how much it will cost. And now it perfectly went down. Look at that. That definitely would have hit target. Um, playing in the summer with the rain was as it is already above the. When do you make the? What profit target are you heading towards the end of the year? I don't base my stuff off of that. Congrats. You can trade. Yes, I already knew that, but thanks for letting me know. I know how to trade. Use CME website for info about contracts. Yeah, or I would just use NinjaTrader. No, I do not use the ATM. I have my own algorithm. Why would I use an ATM? So yeah, no. There's no reason I need to use ATM. What profit target are you in?
Order canceled.
Yeah, I don't really do that. I trade and what I end up with is what I end up with, essentially. Some of my setups have a trailing stop, yes. Okay, so in your example of $1,000, you trade too many contracts. No. Where did you get that? Well, if you watch the video that I linked above, Gourmet, it will cover everything. And there's 20 of you in the YouTube stream. If you could give a thumbs up, that would be great. I go live every day from 9:15 to 10:30. I do this to just show people what the futures world is about and how it's so much better than options and stocks because number one, the market's open 23 hours a day. Number two, your tax liability is less than it is if you day trade stocks or options. Number three, there's no PDT rule, so you can trade as much or as little as you want every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and not have any type of penalty against you. Four, the margins are really low, so like I said, it could cost you, $50 to take a trade with a micro ES. Sorry. Can I trade futures on Thinkorswim? You can, but they charge you a lot more for fees and when it comes to fees, and they charge you a lot more. They require you to have a lot more capital. So where I said this cost me $1,000 to take the trade, it will cost you $13,000 to take that same exact trade, one contract. I don't know who that is. Hi from Germany. What's TSL stand for?
Order submitted.
Do you beat the market? I would think so, because I'm green overall, but I don't really know what that means. Where I'm from, you don't get taxed on day trading. Oh, well, that's nice. Very nice. I don't know, Loyalty. You'll have to call them and ask them. The Thinkorswim is a lot more expensive, and you can't trade Thinkorswim futures on NinjaTrader. So you can't use NinjaTrader as if you wanted to use the algorithm, you can't use it for futures. You can only use it for stocks. Right. Where is he living? Absolutely not. These are not options. There's no This is literally just getting in and getting out. This is just like day trading stocks, but it has much more movement and volatility in one product than having to bounce around and find a whole bunch of different stocks. Yes. Well, I create the algorithms, but I have a developer who actually codes them for me. Oh, the UK. Very nice. Your feed is slower. Not sure if it's TikTok. Maybe. Yeah, the margins are super high on TD Ameritrade. It's not worth it at all. And they charge you like, oh, if I take one trade here, it costs me $4. On TD Ameritrade, it costs you like $7 or $8. Aw, thanks, Kelvin. Please tap the screen and give me some hearts. I appreciate the love. He said, out of all of the live traders I saw here on TikTok, trust me, you are the best. Big up, sister. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get on here and let people know that futures is the future. No, I don't know. I was introduced to futures from a buddy, and I just haven't looked back the last 7 years. There's nothing to me that is as... It just gives you so many opportunities, even in the middle of the night. The London Open the London Open is at 3 a.m., but even at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you can make so much money. So, like, you don't have to trade the typical, oh, I only trade from 9:30 to 10. Like, most people have jobs. They can't do that. So you can trade during the London session. You can trade during the Asia Open. You can trade during the Japan and Australia Open. Like, there's so many options with futures. It's crazy. Bye, Gio. Can you live from this instead of working a regular job? Can you live from this? Oh, probably, but I never suggest people that ever quit their job. That's just silly. How many winning days, how many losing days in a month are there with the auto trading? Well, there's no way to answer that because there's no set, like, standard, if that makes sense. We have winning days, we have losing days. Until, what was it, Wednesday? Wednesday. So I have one set up that was 100% on the month for July. And then it had a win on Wednesday, and then it had a loss on Wednesday. So Wednesday was the 20th of July. It was green every single day until Wednesday the 20th. That's one of my swing setups. And it had taken like 12 trades. Right now, we're green today. The 1 minute green, $500. Easily should have been like $7 because of that one that was at 195. Like, this was, the target was right here. It was one tick away. Actually, more than that, because the loss was only like $60. Yeah, so it'd be at like 800 today, but it just varies day by day, honestly. But the win rate overall, like on a bigger scale, is anywhere between like 65% and 85% for the different strategies. So you can see this is 66% today. It's had 2 losses. The biggest loss was $235. The other loss was like $60. And it's green $505. And this has been turned on. The algorithm has been trading for 20 minutes. So one contract, $500 in 20 minutes. If that helps answer your question. But a black swan market crash puts you... No, it cannot put me into debt because I have a stop loss on every trade and it will just get me out. Obviously, there could be slippage, but are you selling your algorithm? How much? I don't sell the algorithm. I lease it. If you want more information on it, you can email me, and I'll send you an informational email, boltbotllc@gmail.com. It's also in my bio, and my Instagram is linked in my bio. So a futures contract is essentially an options contract, but without the option. Yes, very true. So it's called a contract, but I don't really like to call it that. I'm honestly just getting in and out. The option part comes in when this contract expires, which is September, the end of September 2022. So you can see here, September 2022. This means that if you're still in the number one, you can't be in the contract. All the brokers will take you out. They physically remove you at the end of September. But what it used to mean was, like, if you're in a position for oil and you're like, okay, I think oil's going to be at this price at the end of September, then you would literally be delivered barrels of oil after September if you were on the right side of that option. But I intraday trade. I don't do anything with really like the option portion, and really they don't allow people to do that anymore anyway. The brokers will physically remove you like a week or 2 weeks before this September, the end of September even arrives. Like you'll get pop-up notifications every day saying, oh, the contract's going to change to December 22, please change, blah blah blah. If you're in any positions, they will physically remove you and then charge you a $50 fee if it's like a day or 2 days before the end of September. Are you legally obligated to buy or sell at expiration? Yeah, so they will, I kind of just answered that. They will physically remove you. Do you have a video on how to create a strategy? Nope, my developer does that all for me. So a futures contract is essentially an option. Yeah, so I answered that. Plug power. Nope, did that. How do I get started to do this? So if you want more information, again, you can just email me, boldbotllc@gmail.com. It's also in my TikTok bio. It's also my Instagram is there if you want to go to my Instagram, which is linked to my bio, and then reach out. You can also do that. Thanks for the follows. What's your average NQ stop loss setting? So some are small, like 40 ticks, which is 10 points. Some are bigger, like 200. Mr. Kurt, what's up, dude? Welcome. Do you trade futures on commodities as well? Yes. So I trade futures on ES, NQ, gold, and oil. So oil is a commodity. Some people like to trade corn. You can do that. You can trade whatever you want on my algorithm as far as in the futures world as well as currencies. You can trade forex products. Like, look at this. Look at this nastiness. This is exactly how it's been all week, where the market's not sure what it wants to do until about 10:30. Thanks for the share. If you guys like the stream, please tap that little heart. It really helps. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think I answered that question. I kind of like lost my train of thought. I don't know. The 3 minutes having a hard time today. The 1 minute is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Where's my cross? Oh, I don't have that starting till 10. That's why. Okay, so the 1 minute's actually done for the day. So that $505, nothing will change with that. So that's done for the day. $505. When the market is super indecisive like this, hold on, bold break switch real time. It's better to have a lower time frame or a super, super high time frame, because all week it's been doing this where it looks like it's going to go out and then it pulls back in and it's kind of just sideways all day. Thanks for the hearts. Oh, really? I don't have it turning on until 10. I guess I should have noted that, Bill. But because I'm doing the 1 minute, I can't have them overlap. I did the 1 minute on bold break switch, and then I'm doing cross, but I'm not doing cross until 10. That's why I was just like, wait, why don't I have any cross trades? The 3 minutes in a short here, and it's about to hit target, it looks like. So then maybe it will be green on the day. 260. Target's probably like right here. 275. The target is $300, so I've seen it at 275. All right, so the target hit. So now the 3 minute is green. 135 on the day. It's 10 a.m., Lauren. Oh, thanks, Omar, for reminding me. I'm not taking any manual trades. It's 10 a.m. This is NinjaTrader. That's my broker. No, so they won't let you, user. They just won't let you. Yeah, but it's one of each share in the NASDAQ 100. Yeah, so if that's how you want to think about it, yes. They call it a contract or a lot, like a lot size, but it's essentially what you would think of with a stock, like a share. Yeah. All right, so we're coming back to this level, which held at the open And now it's not holding, and we're going to the chop zone. It's kind of what I wanted. Take a long off of this. How do you decide which market to trade? My number one market is the NASDAQ because I learned it and I fell in love with it. And so that's always my main focus. But I also try to see a little bit of the S&P 500 or gold or oil. I learned on oil too. And oil can give you some really, really big moves, but it can also just kind of fuck with you and like pull back and hit your stop loss and then run, which I can see a lot. Is it market cap weighted? No, it has nothing to do with that. If you guys like the stream, please tap the screen, give it some likes with those hearts. I just read up on it, and index futures is always you to transfer cash. Yeah, but they're not going to let you get to that point, is what I'm saying. The brokers have gotten smart. They will physically remove you from any trade that you are in a few days before the option even expires. But yeah, but like most people used to do it, like where it used to become weird was when people would do it on like corn or oil or like gold. Like things would just arrive at your house because you forgot to get out of that contract. Like there have been so many like funny stories. I'm sure you can find some online where people were delivered barrels of oil or like a whole bunch of corn. Or what about cattle? It's like someone bringing you cows to your house in the city. Like what? Yeah. Aren't index futures settled daily? Nope. This is not an index okay. It's confusing. I think you're thinking of an index future option. Like, everything is settled immediately. So, yes, but I don't know. You can swing trade this. If you have enough money to swing trade because the margin amount for the contract goes up by a lot if you want to hold it overnight or if you want to hold it, and overnight only meaning 5 to 6 p.m. There's a video on my YouTube that's really helpful. Thanks, Nelton. Can I use NinjaTrader trading for my TradeAvit account? No, you can't. It should happen soon, but no. Thanks, T. So what I was saying, there's a video in my YouTube. It's called What Are Futures? And it really breaks down exactly how they work and what they are. The markets only close from 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. During that time, if you are in a trade, you have to have at least, like for one contract, you have to have like $13,000, $18,000 for that one contract. Whereas during the open trading hours, it only costs you $1,000. So you can swing trade as long as you have enough money. Like you can hold over the weekend. I would never do that. You can hold overnight during that 5 to 6 p.m. window. But I don't do that, number one, because the people that I'm working with and my members all have smaller accounts and people can't afford to just hold during that 1 hour. That really doesn't change anything. Over the weekend, things can change a large amount, but I would never risk my money like that. So I hope that answers your question. I have a TradeAvit account. Yeah, so we use TradeAvit too on the manual side. Soon enough, you can use TradeAvit to trade on the algorithm, but currently NinjaTrader is still saying no. But if you go to connections in NinjaTrader on the new version, TradeAvit is listed as a valid broker. So I'm thinking it's going to come in the next month or two. I don't know. I just heard you typing to email me. LOL technology. For sure. It also could have been my admin, but I'll take credit. I'll just send them to YouTube video for Futures 101. Yeah, but mine is better. So, how do you know the morning which market is ideal for... Oh, well, I day trade every day. So the market's always ideal for day trading. There is never a day that's not ideal for day trading. Some days might be harder than others. Typically, I say Thursdays are the hardest. But there's no day that's... Unless, like, something crazy is happening. Like, if Powell is speaking in the morning, I will not trade. When Powell speaks at 2 p.m. for FOMC, I also typically size down or don't trade that morning. But everything else is a great day to day trade. I wish I could post the link here, but I can't. But my YouTube is bold bot, just like 2 words. Because if you search it, for some reason it doesn't come up. Let me show you. So it's bold bot. And then if you scroll down, it's a video from like a year ago. So I have all my live streams on here. And the picture's like a starry night. And it says, what are futures contracts? I don't know why when I search it, I can't find it. So it looks like this. And it's 27 minutes of super helpful information of what futures are, how they work, how much it costs to get in a trade, when the market's closed, what intraday margin means, all of that. So break it all down. Feel free to go watch it. Let me take a screenshot. So now I have cross on, but it's in a huge downtrend that it hasn't taken a trade yet. Look how we came back to that zone, though. Also, I have my zones on, so we'll see if my algo trades the zone for me properly. Well, I'm sure it will do it properly, but I hope it does it for like a win. That's kind of what I meant. If I wasn't clear. All right. This easily should have been so much better. All right, let me send this to her. New, cancel. If you have any questions, let me know. I will answer them in 1 second. Again, I go live every day from 9:15 to 10:30-ish, covering futures and my auto trading algorithm. This is my last picture, I swear. Okay. Let me send this. What time is it? 10:09. Alright, cool. Is it necessary to have actually during the 14 weeks? Oh, it's not 14 weeks. Alright, hey, I'm back. Hey, Riven, how are you doing today? Any good trades? Yep. So we're up $505. I just took a picture of this for Twitter. $505 on the 1 minute bold break. It had 2 losses. One was only $60. One was $235. 66% win rate. And it's done for the day. So this one's done. It only trades a bit of time. And then the 3 minute had a win here for $300. Then it had a loss for like $350, and now it had a win in its green, $135 on the day. So that's all so far. We've been covering a lot in our discussions here today. Thanks for the hearts. If you appreciate the stream, please shoot some hearts. Hey, Shahid. The red candle is such a tease. Just leave the zone so I could short you. Again, don't... See? Look, but it's a fake out. Don't get so eager. Just be patient. I promise. I promise. Like, you see this happening and you're like, oh, we're going to take the short. Like, look how easily the market pulls back up. It's insane. And we're in an overall larger trend on the upside here. We've been green. I think the market's been green every day this week. I could change it, one of these, to a daily chart. Yes, we've been green 1, 2, 3, including today. It's like 4 days. What day was this? Yeah, we've essentially been green every. I guess Monday was a red day. Interesting. I didn't remember that, but even before that, there were 2 green days prior. So last Thursday and Friday. Don't try to go against the trend. Always know your overall trend. Okay. I need to write that down.
Order submitted.
Ooh. Oh. My zones are in trades. Let's see how that works. This is the first day testing them live. All right, so target hit on the cross. Cross went long and hit target. That was this. The 2 zones are in longs. Next week will be interesting. Second quarter GDP results are coming up. You always stay on top of me with stuff like that. Yes. We will see what happens. What time is it? 10, 12. I'm starving. I might go get like a bagel after this. I haven't had a bagel in a while. Does your NinjaTrader come up on your alert room? Nope. You said small accounts. What is your definition of a small account? $2,000. All right, guys, we are green on these swings out of the zone. 270 for each. Where is my group? I gotta write this in the thread.
Target filled.
Target filled. $435 on the 3-minute. That just had a $300 win. Oh, the only zone is actually NQ, not ES. I guess I didn't make a... All right, sorry, coming back. Okay, cool. Is NASDAQ bullish today? How do you determine your overall trend in a week for a pair? Well, I teach you that in my mentorship, but it's not that hard. Yeah, NASDAQ, well, I don't really make an assumption on if it's bullish for the day. Obviously, I look at the overall trend, but I really just follow price action. There's nothing else I really follow. So the 1 minute's done for the day. It's green, $505. The 3-minute is still going. It's green, $435. So those 2 right there, just 1 contract each, is over $900. This bold zone that I have off to the side is green, 150 on this long of the NQ. And the bold cross is 1 for 1 for $50. Yes, this is the NASDAQ right here, NQ 20 minute. But I have it on several different charts. And this is my auto trading algorithm. This is how it looks. It gets in the trades for me. It puts the stop loss, it puts the target, and it gets out of the trade for me. And then it looks for another trade. Look at that push, though. I haven't taken any manual trades today. I don't think I took anyone yesterday. Again, I go live every day from 9:15 to 10:30, focusing on futures, manually trading futures out of my chop zone, as well as showing my auto trading algorithm that trades for you. I focus mainly on the NASDAQ, ES. I wonder what I have this on. So this long out of the zone is green, $485. Guys, did anyone in the group use the zone today? Holy hell. Did anybody? Let me post in the group.
Order fell.
It hit target or an offset. Damn, it hit my offset. It hit my offset for $200, but it was green like 500 a second ago. All right, hit the offset. That's fine. So see, that was a trailing stop or break-even offset that I used. What software? This is NinjaTrader. You have to use NinjaTrader to use my auto trading algorithm. I think I speak funny because somebody thought I was saying like something else before. NinjaTrader. Hi, Mr. Backer. My foot's falling asleep. I need to. Can you please take a look at INTC? No, I don't trade stocks. Sorry. But on that dip, I definitely should have pulled away from the stream and probably gotten out of my covered call. Probably would have been. No, I don't trade currency pairs. You can on my algorithm, but I don't typically. I trade gold, oil, the NASDAQ, and ES. It's not for sale. It's for lease. PSE match. I lease it to my members. If you want more info, you can email me. My email's right here. It's also in my bio on TikTok. Also, my Instagram is linked in my TikTok profile. You can send me a direct message that way. With Ninja, do you have to pay for data? Yes, every platform you have to pay for data. So it's $12 a month for market data, and then you also have to pay for leasing their platform. So the free platform of NinjaTrader doesn't work for auto trading. So they make people either lease the extra like access that you need, or you can buy their lifetime. The lifetime gets you the least amount, like you'll pay the least in fees and commissions. Like they have a tier system for fees and commissions. So you'll pay the least amount if you have the lifetime. If you have the lease, then you pay like the middle. And if you have the free platform, then you pay the most for fees and commissions. Do you have the bot trading on the 1 minute time frame? So I have it trading on several different time frames. I have it on the 1 minute. I have it on a 3 minute. I have it on a 20 minute. I have it on a 15 minute. I have it on a Renko. So I have a bunch of different strategies. You choose what you want to run when you join the group. I also give, not like suggestions, but I have more conservative setups that I say new people should start with, and then, if I could only type that fast. Do you have a but? And then I have other ones that are a little more aggressive and a little more risky. So that's just told to you when you join, and it's written in the settings spreadsheet. If you like the stream and you appreciate the content, please tap the screen, give it a thumbs up or a like. I don't trade the R2Y. I can pull it up, but I really don't. have 615, Brian. 616. I don't have anything at 607. But I could see. R2Y does not try and fool you. When it goes up, it goes up. Yeah, but R2Y is boring as hell. Like, I had this lady in the group, and she's obsessed with R2Y. And that's like all she's traded. Then I showed her NQ, and then she's obsessed. Like, this is R2Y today. Like, yeah, this drop would have been fine. But, like, what was happening here? Blah. And then fakes you out. So it looks like it's dropping, fakes you out. And then drops. And then has a double top. And then, I don't know. R2Y is just not my thing. It's hard. Like, and maybe it would be my thing if I had more hands and more brains. But it's hard to focus on so many products at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my main focus is the NASDAQ. I have 6 different algorithms, and I have to find, the most profitable setups on each of those algorithms for at least NASDAQ first, because that's my main focus. Then I'm going to go to ES, because that's the second most popular ticker. Then I'm going to go to gold and oil, because people really like to have a little diversity, and they don't want to just be hyper-focused all in indexes, because typically ES and YM run essentially the same. So it's like, let's have a little bit of diversity. NASDAQ is a roller coaster. I lose money. Well, you don't lose money if you let me teach you how to watch her and trade her, because, I don't know, if you put the focus in learning how to do it, you can do anything, including trading the NASDAQ. That's my baby. That's my baby. All right, so cross is 2 for 2 for $100. So for these 4 setups, bolt break was like a minus $30. $9, $10, $1,200 on the day with 1 contract on each of these trades. No more than 1. What do you think of ETFs, NASDAQ? Probably fine. Probably fine. I'm going to wrap it up here soon. It's 10:24.